realize something. That your immobility may be exactly what is blocking you from experiencing what you're seeking to experience. Not even what you are seeking to experience. Because the flesh will always cling to pleasure. The flesh will always cling to comfortability. But the mobility portion, your flesh just wants to sleep all the time, eat, feed itself, no pun intended. But the spirit is willing. The spirit is able. And where the spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. But in the flesh, you are imprisoned. And if, like Jesus said, if anyone falls victim to sin, they are a slave to sin. Exactly what serves them becomes their slave master. Exactly what serves you becomes your slave master. So, bringing it back to a practical standpoint, get up, go for a walk. If it's too cold outside, do some push-ups, do some chores that you've been putting off, you know. Pick up that thing that you haven't picked up, that you keep walking by, say, oh, I'll pick it up later. That's so easy, I can just pick it up later. You know, we've all done it. We've all had that water bottle sitting there, oh, I'll throw it away later. Like, I'm focused on this. It's better to get in a groove and start to pick those things up. And it might seem small, that might seem very minuscule, but when you do the little things, pick up the little things and do it one step at a time, this not only accomplishes something, gets things done and takes you in a step in a right direction, but also relieves you of that stress that's holding you back. Immobility bores stress. So you have this stress in your mind because you're not getting anything done. And then you numb that stress by feeding your mind with pleasure or numbing yourself with entertainment. You know, I'm so stressed. I just need to lay down. I need a nap. I'll turn on Rick and Morty, whatever it might be. I'll turn on a show. You know, something cheap pleasure. But you must do it the hard way. Get up, take a walk, take a run, get on your bike, get on your skateboard, do some push-ups, do some chores. Your mobility will get you active because no one is successful by thinking through things. You must always think through things, but your thinking cannot be the end. You must also put action. You also must put action behind the thoughts that get you there. So get up, take a run, and I'm telling you, after that brief period of time where you are just going and doing, you have ideas spawn in your mind. You'll be led to do the next thing. It's a reward system. You are getting into the spirit. You're getting out of your flesh. You're pushing yourself. You know, you don't want to go for a run. You go for a run. You know, I want to test you guys. Do the thing that you least want to do. You know what? The last thing you want to do is take a cold shower. You know, try it. You don't have to go full cold turkey. No pun intended. You don't have to go full cold turkey. But you can ease yourself into it. I used to do this thing where, excuse me, this isn't a very good harness for my device, but I used to do this thing where if I became comfortable with the water temperature, I would turn it down a little bit more to where get used to that, I turn it down even more until I was uncomfortable. Just to keep me out of my flesh. You know, you gotta work. You gotta work to keep yourself out of your flesh. If you just try to allow your flesh to get out of itself, it will never happen. It will never happen. So you must work, you must bear your cross each and every day, and you must crucify your flesh. Because if you just allow yourself to live through your flesh, you will never experience the freedom that God wants in your life. You never experience the true fruits of the Spirit if you're constantly living from your fleshly desire. You'll be let down every time. And God, the thing about Him, He's undefeated. He has no rival. He has no equal. He is the name above all names, the Prince of Peace. So any peace that is obtained is through Him and through Him only. Your immobility may be what's stopping you. You may ask yourself, why should I go to the gym? I barely have any time in the first place. That extra hour at the gym, that's going to take away from what I need to do. But you got to think, what exactly are you doing? Is there an hour that you're spending elsewhere that you would trade to go to the gym? And if you do go to the gym, and you have that experience, then you are more likely to have some motivation to do more. You're already in the groove. You know, I found time and time again when I'm running or when I'm exercising, running mainly. When I used to run a lot, I would always experience words from God while I was running, directing me. I'd be aware of a lot of things that I was not aware of before. So get out, exercise, move. You'll be surprised by what simply moving can do for you. I'm sorry about this camera angle, it's moving around a lot, but I feel like it's important to get this word out. Because you might think, what can I do? What can I do? You have nowhere to turn. Try moving. Try putting into action. Take a step. Take a walk. And that will lead you to your next step.